Hello everyone, Fancy Penguin TCG here, and I want to talk about the very interesting Journey Together launch because it is not what I expected at all, but it is also exactly what I expected. What do I mean by that? I mean it's sold out everywhere. It's gone. It appeared, it was there, and now it's gone. It's gone. Now, it's not as much as I thought because I feel like the entire market is reacting to a larger front-loaded supply than we all thought. This initial wave had a lot more availability for people that were willing to wait in line outside of stores. I'm not one of those people. And I guess some people got more allocation than they thought. I know Pokiani said he got more than he thought he was initially going to, but he still sold out immediately and got a lot of hate. But I'll make another video about that. But it's very interesting seeing the prices of all the different things just crash. And how many people are saying, oh, this is the end. This is the end, everyone. This is the end of the Pokemon market fervor. This is the end of high prices. This is the end of everything. When if you look at everything else, they haven't moved. Surging Sparks hasn't moved. Prismatic Evolutions hasn't really moved that much. I mean, pretty much every set is still incredibly expensive. Everything, the market values are much higher than MSRP across the board. And I don't think this incorrect assumption of its launch and this crash of this particular set is going to affect the rest of the market. I also don't think that these current prices are going to stick around for very long. I think we're going to see this set go much higher because, like I said, it's sold out everywhere. It's gone now. I mean, people will talk about the relative ability to get it and how it was available at a lot of stores on launch day and that a lot of stores were very stocked. But that stock has run out. It's done now. And unless Pokemon has another wave planned very soon, we're not going to see these prices keep going down, and we're not even going to see them maintain the current price they have. I mean, I was able to get 2 of these. I got Pokemon Center Trainer Box, got 2 of these, and then I was able to get 10 sleeved booster packs. And that's it. This is my entire, well, now there's only 9 because I opened one. I told you I'm terrible at keeping my own inventory, but I only have 9 of these. And right now, the value of these, I'm just going to sit on them because right now, the value plummeted. I'll show you in a second. So, it's not worth me selling this really limited amount of stock I have. Maybe I'll do giveaways or something. But it's not worth it to me right now when I can't get any more of this and the price per pack is so low for the market. So let's take a look at just the enhanced booster boxes, which is very funny because Magic the Gathering has done enhanced booster boxes in the past with mixed success, and it turns out that Pokemon somehow had more enhanced booster boxes than regular booster boxes. So let's look at the price of the enhanced booster box. Wow, dropped 40%. And yes, things were selling for around $403. That's crazy. Things were selling for such a high amount before launch. And then at launch, it just plummeted down to $239. Now that's still a lot of money. That's still more than what people paid on pre-orders. They paid $160, I believe, $165 MSRP for these booster boxes. So if you have a booster box, you've still made a profit. Like, yours is up. Congratulations. But for everybody else that spent market price on these things, thinking it would go even higher, thinking this is going to be another like prismatic situation. Well, Surging Sparks is a better comparison since Prismatic doesn't have booster boxes. But if they thought this was going to be a Surging Sparks situation where it was just going to keep going up, which it has been, they're not correct with Journey Together, especially with the enhanced booster boxes. Because it's funny, if you look over, let's take a look at the regular booster boxes. These maintained that initial price and have gone up a little bit. So if you look at the start, 234.59, and then you look at now, about 240. So the non-enhanced version has a higher value right now just because that's how collectibles work. If you have a lower number of something, it is going to be more sought after. And for some reason, this is it. This is the one that people want because it's the more rare of the versions. Now, I think this one, I think it's going to inverse with time because the enhanced ones are going to be like those day one launch games that actually sell well, not like the day one launch games that sit around forever and nobody buys them. And then there's in the $20 bin with the day one tag still on it. But because they sold out of the enhanced editions, and I don't think they're going to keep making the enhanced editions. I think they're going to go and make these regular boxes as the main release. I think we're going to see those numbers inverse. I think we're going to see the enhanced editions for people that don't open them skyrocket. And I think these regular ones are going to start going down at some point. I mean, they're both going to hold their value for quite a while just because it's not like inventory is coming in repeatedly. I've only had a couple notifications of different stores getting restocks, and that was only on launch day. So since launch day, I've seen nothing. And if you're finding it, good on you. But I can't find any Pokemon product anywhere still, except for the Walgreens down the street that keeps ordering massive amounts of sleeved Stellar Crown. That's all they have. That's all they sell. And that's just, they have a huge supply of Stellar Crown booster packs, which is great. I love that set, but it's very funny that is all I can find is at a Walgreens, and it's just Stellar Crown. They didn't get like a couple different sets. It's just that one, that's it. And there's 2 giant rows of them. I digress. I don't think we're going to see, unless we see a giant tsunami of booster boxes coming in, which I don't think is going to happen, especially with the current demand right now that they can't keep up with, which is why the rest of the market hasn't reacted to this crash of this initial thought of this is going to be a $500 booster box set to now it's like $240, $230. I don't think that's going to send a ripple through the rest of the market anytime soon unless we see a massive restock of everything else, because everything is in demand right now and everything is undersupplied. The inventories are dry everywhere, and I just think this is going to go up. I think right now it's a weird situation because it did sell out, so it's very strange to see. Check this out. The booster packs, $7. That's less than Surging Sparks, if I remember correctly. I mean, last time I checked Surging Sparks, it was like $8 something. And now we're seeing Journey Together, the set that just came out, $7. So that's not terrible, honestly. I mean, you're paying $2 over MSRP. And what did the market do? Giant drop. Look at that. Went from almost $12 down to $7.21. And it's holding that, and that's what it's selling for. We're seeing it $7.20, $7.15, some are selling for. Like, these are not incredibly expensive booster packs right now. Even the booster bundles, $44. And that is also, if you look at the chart, plummeted. It originally was going for like lower mid 60s, and we're not seeing that anymore because the initial supply was huge. A ton sold, just kind of like a stock, and when a ton sell, the price goes down. And I think that this is another thing that's going to go up. Because again, this isn't something regularly you can just buy. You can't just go out and buy these right now anywhere. Check Amazon, Best Buy, Target, all the usual suspects. You're not going to find it. Even if your local trading card store has them, that's crazy. This is still a set that if you see it in a store and they're selling it, you buy it. You do that with everything Pokemon right now. If you are collecting Pokemon cards and you are interested in this set at all, if you see it in stores, you buy it. You don't think about it. You just snap it up. You used to be able to think about buying Pokemon cards. You can't do that anymore. Even with this set, even with it plummeting at launch, I don't think this is going to be a trend that continues. We're not going to see suddenly this booster bundle goes to $30. It's not going to happen. Not anytime soon. If this is all wrong in the future, everyone make fun of me. I'm going to make a video telling you guys how wrong I was, and we can all collectively laugh at my current self. And maybe this is the turning point, but I don't think so, because it is still selling out. We're not seeing it at stores you can just pick up when you're checking out. Oh, do I want to pick up a Pokemon pack? I'm being tempted right now. I might get one today. Maybe next day. Nah, it's fine. If you buy Pokemon cards, if you collect Pokemon cards, you are buying them as soon as you see them because they don't exist anywhere. This is a very strange release for sure. Though, maybe it's because the hit rates are better. A lot of people are saying that the hit rates are significantly better than Prismatic, which is not a surprise because Prismatic was horrifying hit rates, but the allure of those incredibly expensive cards and getting a God pack and all that, I think is also driving the price of that to keep going up and driving that supply to stay low. So maybe because the hit rate is higher on this set, more people will get their chase cards and move on, and we'll see the inventory build up a bit. But I don't think, even with the smaller set size, even with the better pull rates, it cannot keep up with demand when the supply is already gone. So I think we're going to see this current pricing. It's just a very temporary thing. I don't think this is going to hold on for very long, because over time, people are going to realize, wait a minute, I can't just go out and buy this. And as more and more people buy these $44 bundles, buy these $230 booster boxes, and that inventory that people have that was bigger than they thought goes away, it's going to go up. So I think this is a very temporary thing. If you're looking to pick up Journey Together, I think this is the dip. Buy the dip. I mean, again, if I'm wrong, we can all make fun of me. And if I'm wrong, $44, $45, I mean, that's only a little bit above MSRP for a booster bundle. You're not taking that big of a hit. $7 for a booster pack. You're not taking that big of a hit. It's $2 more than MSRP. Not that bad. I mean, even Stellar Crown is going for like $6.50, $7 or more per booster pack. So, I mean, $7 is pretty close to what's going on with Stellar Crown already, and this is a brand new set. So if you're looking to pick it up and you don't want to wait, I mean, I don't know if I would wait. That's the thing. I think this is the dip. But you can call me a dip if I'm wrong. There you go. So it's a win-win for you guys. Right now, if it's a dip, you buy in, congratulations. You got it for cheaper than what it's going to be in a couple months. If you buy what I think is a dip and it goes down a little bit, you've only lost a couple bucks and you can make fun of me. So there you go. It's a win-win for everybody. So far, what do I think of the set? I think the art is pretty cool. Let me just pull up a couple cards to look at. I'm not a huge Clefairy fan, so, you know, that's the number one card right now for like $250+. Not my jam. I think the Articuno is a lot cooler, and I think it's a little undervalued right now at about $40. I think we're going to see that go up. I love the Whale Lord. I'm seeing a lot of people really wanting the Whale Lord. I think that's another card that's going to be going up. I definitely think there's some underrated cards and some overrated cards, but it's very interesting to see what's going to happen with the singles. I don't deal with singles. I stick to sealed because I have watched prices just go all over the place in the singles market, and it terrifies me. I don't want to go anywhere near it. So it's fun to try to chase these cards and get them, but as far as investing in singles, I'm just not about it. I can't predict what people are going to really love and what people are going to fall out of favor with, because we saw, I mean, even in Scarlet Violet base, we saw some cards just, some went skyrocketing past what they were before, and some tanked, but quite a bit after skyrocketing. And I don't understand why, because unlike Magic the Gathering, when it comes to like, oh, well, this is used in a bunch of decks, so it's going to be worth a lot, as well as it's a, you know, it's a rare card, it's hard to get. So that changes the value and it kind of makes sense in that department. Whereas Pokemon, it's kind of just vibes. Because yes, there is a competitive scene and that does influence prices, but vibes are more of the thing that indicates and changes the price of things. So of course, like the video if you guys liked it, subscribe for more content because there's a lot more on the way. Let me know what you guys think about Journey Together down below in the comments. Visit fancypenguintcg.com, buy some cards. I really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a fancy freaking day. See you, everyone.